Made smoother than your smoothest criminal. Shamo, about that money, what we get into. Shamo, about that money, get residuals. Shamo.
Yes. Yes, 2 times. Y'all know the vibes though. She like, they go. She like, they go. Okay. Okay. That knock. What it do, people? You're now tuned in.
Popovich.
Popovich
TV.
TV.
Oh yeah.
We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic, that feeling. Back up in here one more again. So if it's your first time, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. To everybody else, you already know. Tony, there was no other way. We in the end game now. And we is in the end game, people. And we in the end game because if you follow Popovich TV, then you know I'm not an angel. And you know I'll be the first to come to the front of the congregation and raise my hand and say, I know what it's like to lose, to feel so desperately that I'm right, yet to fail, to run from it, dread it. Destiny arrives all the same. And I know what it's like to go up top. I done been to Attica, where they had the Attica riots, 1971. I done been to Elmira, where Nas said, chillin' in Fort Maine, but not in Elmira, better chill, because them niggas will set that ass on fire. I done been to Sullivan, 16 years old, on the same gallery as the Son of Sam, right before they moved him off the gallery. I done been to 5 Points, been to Swing, been to Woodburn, Groveland, Mid-State Box, Downstate, Austin County, Bear Hill, Comstock, obviously, where I met the great K.O. Smitty, Hell Rel, even there, met Hell Rel there, you know what I mean? Herman Bell, David Gilbert, the underground weatherman. And obviously, before you can go to any of these upstate places, you got to first go through Rikers Island. And you won't be smiling on Rikers Island. That's a Cool G rap reference. And so what am I talking about? Like, what are you talking about, Lee? We're talking about KaWaNa JenKiNs. And I'm bringing up the past experience that I've been through, not to brag and boast, because there's nothing nice about going on a visit, getting pat down, and coming off the visit, and then got to strip butt naked in front of another man, and you don't even know if he's a fanboy. There's nothing nice about that. It's nothing nice about having a survival kit, you know what I mean? Bag of chips, roll of toilet paper, P&J in the soda. There's nothing nice about that. There's nothing nice about going to the mess hall, getting on that line, and got to eat chili con corn, and I don't care. And yakisobe. Right, I'm being funny, but I'm not. I'm totally not being funny. So I'm talking about KaWaNa JenKiNs, a detention, officer out in Atlanta. One of the places I love to go to, Houston, Vanna, Vegas, you know what I mean? And apparently, she was dealing with an inmate. Well, I like to say, when I was inside, I never referred to myself as an inmate. I always referred to myself as a prisoner. You know what I mean? And even sometimes a convict. But nonetheless, that's what they call you. You're an inmate once you go through, corrections. And you get your number and you get branded. And so it's a video that surfaced after an institutional search, shakedown, where they go through all the cells, they lock the prison down. At least my first one was in Comstock, where they locked the whole prison down, no movement, no going to rec, no going to law library, no commissary, no none of that. They're going to go gallery by gallery, cell by cell, and they're going to toss and flip, and they're going to see what they can find. You know what I mean? And so we living in the era of a lot of prisoners now got cell phones. I mean, I don't know how they doing it. Salute to them. I never was one on any of the bids that I, was on. And I've been upstate a few times. Like I said, I know what it's like to lose. Being home, since I've been home, I done talked on the phone with a few prisoners that got access to phones. Like, you know what I mean? They on social media now. They hitting you up in the DM, and it goes down in the DM. And so I say, damn, the people that's blessed to, have a cell phone, to be able to talk to your family, to still be able to be in the loop. And I'm like, give me the loop? No, be in the loop. Filmed her doing some lewd acts, sucking the finger, looking like she a suck ninja. You know what I mean? She looking like she a whole suck ninja. You know what I mean? And shouts to them. Shout outs to all the suck ninjas, Scorpios, we the best. You know what I mean? I'm just wondering why the brother put her on blast. It's hard to get them type of women in there. And this let's rewind real quick. This is why I brought up that you got to go through Rikers Island. You know what I mean? Rikers Island and then prison, period, obviously is tough guys. And obviously it's nothing but Pookies and Ray Rays. It might be some innocent people in there that didn't do the crime, but they still in there, unfortunately. Definitely unfortunately for them. It might be some, blue collar people or somebody locked up for child support or something like that. Not necessarily a Pookie and a Ray Ray, or they fit under the category of a Pookie and a Ray Ray and Tyrone and them. And so for women, that's attracted, that desires, that get a little wet. You know what I mean? She got the wet over people like Pookies and Ray Rays. You're going to be subject to, or you're going to be hard pressed not to find officers that get involved with the prisoners. Like, you know what I mean? And I've seen this up close in person, firsthand. I even had a little action. Not nothing like this Foolio that put her on blast. Not nothing like that. I never had nothing like that. But I know brothers in Sing Sing that was getting buns. I know brothers on Rikers Island that was, know what I mean, getting a little stink finger, getting a little action, getting a little KK from the mess hall. You get a little extra Rice Krispies. You get an extra bread, or you get an extra chicken on Chicken Day. And a lot of us plainly thought it was the seagulls that be outside of Rikers, you know what I mean? And they're going to close Rikers Island down soon. But the point is, for females that go in there, you hear like almost like a fanboy, as I like to call them. And it's no disrespect, but obviously you can't use, other terminologies, and it is what it is. But the fanboys, they say he's going to be more happier than a fanboy in prison. Same thing for some of these women. Go to prison every day, whether it's Rikers, whether it's the county, or whether it's up north. Now, obviously, up north is definitely different. You know what I mean? Up north, Bear Hill, another spot I've been to. You know what I mean? Greenhaven, which is close to the city. Auburn on the transfer. When you go up top, it's really nothing but the Crackerville. Like, you know what I mean? And you're going to learn today, especially in Attica, they still calling brothers Negroes, or should I say niggers? You know what I mean? They still calling them that. Make no mistake about it. Comstock, make no mistake about it. But on the county and in Rikers and in Sing Sing and, Greenhaven and these little close spots, you know what I mean? Wendy's, as I just went to go see KO, go see the other video on my blog of me going to see KO. You know what I mean? Shout outs to Champ. The black women, or down close in the cities, it's a little different because it's black women now. You know what I mean? And this is not a knock on them. It's just, it is what it is. It's just the truth. And this is just the reality. You got black, the majority of the population is black. And when these women come in there, some of these guys they know. Some of them is their friends' cousins, or, the person up the block. It's a small world, and prison and the county can make it smaller. So the point is, when you sending women into these spots, you're going to see niggas with their shirt off. You're going to walk by on the count, you may see your brother jacking off or masturbating, let's say that. You're going to see some things. Dude come out, towel drop. You know what I mean? And you just can't get around certain things. It's close proximity. It's close interaction. And so what happens is, how you doing, Miss Jackson? How you doing, Miss JenKiNs? It start out as little small things, little small talk. And every day when you're going to the same place that these people are living at permanently, or at least temporarily long term, you're going to get cool with them. You're going to get to know their story. They're going to get to analyze you and dox you. And watch your every movement. So they know when you come in, you're not acting the same as you was acting 2 weeks ago. Did your man leave you? Did your kid get in something? Did your mother die? And now these become, I'm not going to say your friends. I'm just going to say you have some type of relationship or rapport is built with these prisoners, these inmates, these convicts, these Pookies and Ray Rays. So it's not outside of the scope that you're going to get cool with them, that they're going to get cool with you, that some familiarity is going to be, incurred. And so what happens? Again, you're bringing little chips in, you're letting us watch TV a little longer, or you're giving a little more, props or special treatment to, some of the people that's in there. It's rough and tough. Like I said, it's a lot of gorillas and killers in there. You know what I mean? Who run the dorm, who run the jail, you know what I mean? Got the Bloods and the Crips and these people, that people. And people show their power, and people want to show out when it's female officers, as opposed to when the men come. When the men come and they on the dorm, especially on Rikers, and I've been to Rikers, as an adult, but mainly as an adolescent. And the adolescence was wild. 94, 95, 96. Brothers are going to show out when certain officers come in. Miss Abdullah, Miss JenKiNs, Miss Johnson, whoever it is, Miss Harris. When they coming on the tour and you had a man working there, and then when you got the women that come there, now the ego comes out. The bravado comes out. You want to show out, challenge. You want to show that you about it. And so you want to oppress the other prisoners that's in there. You want to show that you can fight. You want to do push-ups, do pull-ups. You want to show that you're the man. And like Nas said, you're the man. You want to show that. And we're human still. They just the opposite gender. They see you. They think you're handsome. They think your muscles is on point. You know what I mean? They think your waves is spinning. You spinning in the clip with your do-rag on. Or they see you go on a lot of visits. You know what I mean? They see your cell got all of the towels and all of the blankets and all of the magazines. And again, familiarity is built. Relationships is formed. And although that's not in the description of your job title, you end up getting cool. You end up getting the suicide, the person that's doing suicide, walking around in all the cells. They the only prisoner out. They go to the bubble. They still on the phone while everybody locked in, and you just coming in. You ain't got no phone in there. You're bored. You don't really like your other female coworkers. So, who do you talk to? You talk to the suicide aid. You talk to the house gang. And now, y'all cool. And all of a sudden, you got fingers in your mouth and you're doing the most. And like I said, she was doing it, and doing it well. It's the first time together and I'm feeling kind of horny. You know what I mean? And the thing is, though, for homie that recorded her, she probably had the trust because people was like, damn, why she letting herself be recorded? Bozo move, stupid move. Who's more wronger? You know what I mean? Was she more wronger for letting him record her, for sucking his finger? Or was he more wrong for not deleting it and having a hot burner phone inside your cell? And so when they came and they did the sweep, they're going to go through the phone, obviously, see who you're calling, see what sites you're on, see what apps you're on, and what videos do we have here? I mean, like, Granny, what big chin you have? You know what I mean? And the Red Riding Hood, and, who do we have here? We have a fans only in the making, and we see Miss KaWaNa JenKiNs in there sitting on his lap, found some, some expensive glasses and probably some other stuff too. Obviously, people bring stuff into these prisons. It's like how they getting it in there. Come on, we know how they getting it in there. It's either through the visit or it's through the front door with the people that work there. Right. It's not nothing new, so I'm not saying nothing that's not already public knowledge or public information. But the thing is, homie, and for anybody that may have a cell phone, you got an officer in your corner, or you got a counselor, or you got a commissary. And 5 Points, it was when I was there working in commissary, you know what I mean? And obviously, there's no videos of the person. Y'all don't know who I'm talking about. But when I was there in 5 Points, we had a commissary, worker, Miss Jennings. You know what I mean? Nice little white joint or whatever. She was young. You know what I mean? 23. You got a 23-year-old working in the maximum correctional facility with a whole bunch of men and testosterone around. You kidding me? Like, you don't play the game to just play it. You play the game to win. And outside of the Pookies and Ray Rays, the manipulation, the art of manipulation, and the swindleism, and I just made that up, the swindleism that goes on in prison, you can't even fathom if you've never been there. And so for a woman, looking for validation, or people blowing up their head every single day. Do you know what that can do to them? Boom, the blow up head emoji. Your head is blown, your mind blown. You're gonna get sucked in. All of a sudden, you the ASAP counselor. You sitting there in a circle of prisoners telling their life story. Niggas is showing out, challenge, and it turns you on somehow. And so you have situations and entanglements like this, and you say, damn, where did all the good men go? And you a whole career woman with a whole good job. You put it all on the line for a Pookie and a Ray Ray. You couldn't find nobody outside. You couldn't find no Pipington from a dude outside that you had to go. But the thing is, it's like social media times 10. Because even though you scrolling and you looking in your DMs and you looking at the likes and you looking at people want to drink your bath water, you a queen, there's nothing better than you. And in the real life, you a trophy in the real life. But imagine that in person. Imagine you walking in with your scrubs or your uniform on or your regular clothes and you getting wild compliments, even if your butt dirt ugly. And she not a bad looking woman. She look high in the video, to keep it a buck. And even in her mugshot, she look a little stressed. Like her eyes look like she aged. Like, damn it, man. She definitely singing the song, but she know what it's like to lose. But for the people, again, and I'm going to get out of here on this. For the people, the prisoners, the inmates, the convicts, you locked up. They won't let you out. You get access to a female that's on your side. You supposed to protect the queen at all costs. You don't put them on blast because now you in there, no cell phone. You probably won't get another one. A new charge. They caught you with the phone, caught her. You blew her up. And other women that want to give up the box, that want to, be involved with the Pookies and Ray Rays, they become apprehensive. They become reluctant. They do it with a sense of hesitancy like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. They're going to think twice. They're going to stop, pause, think about it. And they're not going to be so quickly to get involved. And you mess it up for the next man. You bozos. Y'all clowns. Like Sheik said, you niggas all clowns in Sheik eyes. Y'all might as well wear the nose with the mask disguised around me. Y'all talking greasy. You like watermelon. You're big, but you crack easy. You crack easy and you fold under pressure when you do stuff like whoever this clown dude was that put her on blast and messed it up for the next guy. She probably was doing it with multiple guys. And rightfully so, he should get his ass whipped. Tekashi 6ix9ine. Go see the last video I did. But you know what it is. It's your guy, Popovich. Y'all was just tuned in. Popovich TV. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic, that feeling. Back up in here one more again. Yeah, kid.